Yo, people, how you guys doing? Kai here today. As you can see, I'm hosting again. I don't know, some of you might like it, some of you might bitch about it, but it is what it
I
is.
hate it.
Yeah, yeah. Andrew's not gonna be with us today, but we got three special guests, and not that kind of special. Special as I actually like them kind of special, you know?
Well,
Yeah,
one of
Love
them.
to
Kai,
get
One
with
of
you
you.
didn't
you
have to
mean
go into that. We get what you mean.
you
You didn't have to
you
go into
mean
that.
that kind of special with one of them?
It's up
Okay,
to you
well,
guys to
it's not
decide.
me, Marshall. So
It's
is
up to
is
you
it
to
you?
decide which one.
If that's what makes you feel better, Will.
Nah, we're not
I
going
love
to.
you, Will. I love you, Will.
So, people, formalities, how you guys doing? Are you excited for the match? Not excited? Sad?
I'm
I'm
excited.
interested. I'm very interested. I'm a little bit excited, but
You know
very
what?
interested.
I just woke up like a half hour ago, and when I woke up, I was a little angry because I'm like, what the fuck is Zuma doing in this lineup? And then I actually
Yeah,
sat and thought about it, and I was like, you know what? That's actually really fucking smart.
Smart. Yes, that's what I was gonna
yeah,
say.
It's really fucking smart because this is the way I think about it. Other than like Van Dyke, I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin is probably is probably right now the best set piece taker, or not set piece taker, but the best
From
set,
set
set piece
pieces
header.
as a threat from
Yeah,
a
the
set
best
piece.
set piece threat, and you got Zuma that can jump like 10 feet in the air.
yeah.
So I that's the logic to it, I think, and I think that's really smart. Actually, that's just playing it safe.
I think Rudiger would have been able to handle him. I think he'd. I think either way we're fine.
Yeah.
But
No, but I'm just happy to see that front three has some pace for days, man.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the
Like
one thing
perfect
that
for
was making
counter
me
attack.
really
I think that's
happy.
what I understand. And I just want to see how they play together because individually, Adoy and Ziyech look. Ziyech. I'm sorry, guys. I just got off work.
You're turning into Lampard.
Havertz. Yeah. Adoy and Havertz been looking very good together individually, right? And then you have
Yeah.
like when they play with each other, Werner and Havertz have always looked good together. So I just want to see like how all three of them play. I
Yeah.
think it's a very like exciting attack, at least as far as the attack. Midfield, is going to split opinions because some of us love Jorginho, some of us don't love Jorginho. Some of us have Kovacic as the only man they love, and some of us don't like him, man. So it's up to you guys, up to like preference. And then Werner,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people want to see Giroud, but I think the form that Werner is in and the way that Giroud played in the last game he played, I think it was kind of like the logical thing to play
I
Werner up front.
yeah, Giroud.
So I'm excited, man. What do you guys think? I'll go
I
first.
really go ahead,
With
guys.
sorry,
Sorry,
with
sorry. Shall we go like up that? That's the only reason I did it like this, so I can go like up that delay, so I don't get confused, man.
Yeah,
Well,
wait,
no
am I
worries.
going first, Marshall, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, go first. Well, I'll go
Yeah,
last.
what you said about Giroud. Giroud suits a very certain. He suits. If I was gonna have Pulisic, I'd play Giroud because I think they link up nicely together. It's like
yeah,
all of our. We just need to find the perfect combination as a front three. We don't need to cram all the best players into one front three. We've just got to get the front three which works the best together, and when we find that front three, then stick with it and give it a run of
mm.
games. But yeah, that's
Alex.
all I
He-
really have to say on that.
Yeah, I think Will just said. I think Tuchel's still experimenting. He doesn't know his best 11 yet. He's still experimenting. The only thing I'm a bit. I thought Giroud would have played in this game. I think it was area ability against also those Everton kind of defenders. Maybe he would have been a good shout for this game. But look, to be honest, I kind of believe in Tuchel.
Mm.
The last couple the things that he's done in the last couple of games, and even just since he's come in, have seemed convincing. And he seems like a guy that knows his shit. He seems like a
Yeah,
guy that actually
Yeah.
like knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, and he's changing things around, and he seems to have a good balance. He's taken off players who need rest. Kante, Mount. He's putting on players. He's resting Kai Havertz. Bedding them in.
mm.
He's now playing
Yeah.
Zuma. Zuma now. He has to step up. So, for him to step up, do it now. You know what I mean? Do it against Everton.
But
So it's like,
are any of you worried about Zuma just being thrown into this lineup, or are you guys confident
Yes,
he's gonna?
yeah,
yes,
that's
I am because we've seen this even under previous managers. For example, with for example at the start of the season,
Mm.
um, you've got to look at partnerships And if you at the start of the season, Silva and Zuma were playing very well next to each other. And then I cut every game. I think every game that we took one of Zuma or Silva out at the start of the season in the two because they worked so well together. I think we looked worse defensively the next game, and I think taking out Rudiger when Azpilicueta, Christensen, and Rudiger, I think they all sort of complement each other in different ways. I think throwing Zuma in there could disrupt that a little bit.
Marshall, what do you think about your initial thoughts about the lineup?
Well, I was like you. The initial thought was I really like that front three. I'm just insanely happy to see Kai Havertz finally start. Maybe not. I was expecting it to be a 1-2 and not a 2-1 with Havertz as a false nine or a center forward, and Werner on the left, and maybe Cho on the right, or Pulisic, whoever you wanted to start there. But I was also a little surprised to see Jorginho in that lineup because I think by this point, Tuchel wants to find a good 11 to play against Atletico. But then again, when you think about it, he kind of knows Conte and Kovacic works. So I don't think he needs to experiment that.
It's difficult because we have leads. We have Leeds at the weekend. If we're going to experiment properly in any game, it'll be versus Leeds. I think Kante's been rested for the Leeds game. I think Mount has as well. And is Rudiger on the bench? There's nothing wrong with Rudiger. He's literally just on the bench. He'll play against Leeds as well. It's good to be a bit of...
He's keeping competition fresh, man. He's just keeping,
that too. I mean, you gotta rotate the lineup, obviously, right? Considering how congested the schedule's been, and how when was our last game? Our last game was
Thursday against Liverpool.
Thursday, and now 4 days later we're playing Everton. It's crazy. So
what I just thought of though, guys. Sorry to interrupt you, Marshall.
Yeah.
How is Johnny gonna watch this game, man?
I don't think he's gonna.
I messaged them on Twitter.
Yeah,
Johnny,
there is no Mount. What are you gonna do, man?
He's gonna. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna take a little piece of Mount, a little thing from a magazine. He's gonna tape it on his TV, and we're gonna pretend Mount's on the pitch. But
at least Johnny will finally watch the game with his pants up, man. Which is good for all of us. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. But yeah, no. I personally, I think the Zuma thing, I get where you guys are coming from, where just throwing him in, where the last game he played was against Southampton, but I don't know. I think I don't know. It's a little weird because I feel like with some players, they don't need to really be in that lineup that much to mesh with the other players, and other players I feel like they a Pulisic, for example, needs to be in that lineup often enough to actually feel out the rest of the team. Or a Cho even. I don't know. I think Tuchel knows what he's doing, and you know what? I can't. I always questioned it. I questioned it for Liverpool. I questioned it for Man U. So I'm tired of questioning. I think we're gonna win.
Yeah. One second. 64 people watching. People, seriously, man. I'll chat a short notice of putting this up. The fact that we are right now at 70 people watching at once.
That's amazing.
Yeah, just subscribe, like the video, share it. Help us get to 1,000 because we're 57 people away from 1,000. So help us out, yeah. And also, let's get to the interesting bit, yeah. Havertz. A lot of us wanted Havertz to be on the pitch, to finally have him on. Why do you think Tuchel chose to play with Havertz? Well, let's start with you.
I think he must in his head of because Havertz isn't. When was the last time Havertz actually started a game? I actually can't remember.
Wolves, I think.
Wolves. Yeah.
Wolves. Okay. He's had an injury since then, hasn't he? He's had an injury.
Yeah, he had an injury. He had a knock or something.
He knows that this is the game. I just think it's good man management to just wait for him to be fully ready, fully fit against the Everton team, which is I'd say this is probably better than throwing him in against Leeds because of how intense the way Leeds press, etc. and how Liverpool are meant to press. Liverpool last season they were unstoppable. So I see why he didn't pick those two games to drop him in. So it is probably the right time.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Havertz. I think he'll
Yeah.
play well.
Same. I think he'll play very well.
I think
Alex?
But if he doesn't, sorry, before Alex speaks,
Yeah.
if Havertz doesn't play well, I won't be shocked, if you get what I mean, because it is his first game back, and I hope everyone else gives him a bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Havertz has got the height. He does have he does have a bit more air ability. I think it's just the only thing I'm a bit worried about is that our front three are all kind of young, kind of we're playing the front three have pace, but we're playing Everton, who are going to sit back. We're not playing a team that's going to be attacking us maybe as much. We're not going to be countering as much in this game. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy to see Werner. I think Werner will play strike, and I think I'm intrigued of how the game is going to plan out, because I think Everton they would just say they would just think, okay, Chelsea, come on, let's see what you have, and they're gonna say, okay, come at us, and then we're going to just hit you in a counter. So I wonder how the game is actually going to plan out. I think Jorginho, Kovacic. I think we know how.
We'll get to them, Alex. Let's just Marshall. Why do you think he chose to play Havertz like specifically in this game?
I think so. I think I stick to what I say. I think he's trying to figure out who is going to take Mount's place for that Atletico game. Also, we talked about this a few times, Kai. We talked about how it's not against the Liverpool game. I think this is what we talked about, or Man U. Yeah, it was Man U. We talked about how we don't create enough chances for our attackers. And I don't know who said this yesterday, but I totally disagreed, and we didn't touch on it. Someone said that Kai Havertz isn't a creative player. I completely disagree with that.
Marshall. I see whoever said that. I sort of see where they're coming from in a way. I don't think he's not a player which gives you no creativity, but he's for me. He literally reminds me of Thomas Muller. That's who he reminds me of. Pretty much a shadow striker. That's just who he reminds me of. He's not like
I can kind of see where you're coming from, but I disagree. I think he's a very creative player, and just because he's had an okay season under us, people take that away from him. We've seen the kind of passes he can have. We've seen the kind of plays he makes and the tricks he can do. Like we have
he's a
very intelligent and smart player in there. So what I'm getting at is that
I wrote something in the chat. Sorry, Marshall.
It's okay. What I'm getting at is that I think now that we have a Havertz in the lineup, and this is also what I want to get to with Werner, is that Werner is in such a form right now that at any point the floodgates are going to open up, and this guy's going to start bagging in goals. He's just been so fucking unlucky, and he hasn't had enough opportunities. I think now that Kai's on the pitch and Werner's in the form that he is, I think I might even go as far as say that Werner today might score 2 goals.
I would be so gassed, man. I would be so gassed if he scores 2 goals.
I'd be so gassed.
Because nothing I would love more than for Werner to succeed. Because he's one of the players that I wanted for 2 years now. So
I will. I'll be happy if he scores, but I just know.
No. You can't join the Werner train after this is comparing to Liverpool, man.
I don't care who scores. If I'm being honest, I don't care who scores as long as we win. That's what matters. I'll be if Werner scores a hat trick, I'll be as happy as anyone else. Trust me.
We'll see.
Yeah. Sorry, people. Sorry.
We'll see how happy he is.
Wait, guys, I've got to go.
When Werner scores.
I'll see you guys later. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you in a bit.
Sounds good.
See you later.
Yeah.
Take care.
So what? Okay. How do we think that Everton's going to play this out though? Because I'm sure Ancelotti's got some strategy. Do you think they're going to sit back, or do you think they're going to try to press? Like, I personally think they're going to sit back because it's what's been working with them, and whenever they try something new, it just fucking fails. and
they can play safe because they also got a game in hand. They don't have to go and win this game. Chelsea are the team that have to go and win this game. There's more pressure on Chelsea to actually try and get a result here than Everton, because Everton, You know what I mean? Like they still have a game in hand. So if they get a draw, a draw is a better result for Everton, not Chelsea. So
Yeah, especially since we want to. So they have a game in hand as well, so we have to win the game.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it's important that we win this game. I feel like you know what it is, like it's football and you can never guess it. And I'm just a little nervous that like something stupid is gonna happen, and it's gonna completely ruin like
We have a
Tuchel's
good
work.
record though. We have a good record against
Yeah,
Everton
but
at home.
I think this will be a more difficult game than the Liverpool game, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at too. Like I feel like for some reason I feel like this game is more difficult than the than the Man U game, than the fucking Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't
think
come
the
into
same
this
thing.
game expecting that. Like
think the
I
same
came
thing.
into the game like fucking. I came
People-
2 weeks ago. I was like, we're gonna win this one, and now I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm nervous.
Yeah, I mean, we already like passed more difficult tests, in my opinion, man. Which
Yeah.
but the thing that we play in Stamford Bridge is gonna have like a mental block on Everton, because I don't think they actually beat us at the Bridge for a while now. Anyway, people, if we get to 50 likes, we're currently at 39, I think, or 38. If we get to 50, I'll post the link and you guys can share your opinion about the lineup. What do you guys think the game is gonna be like? Because
Smash
it's
the like
insane.
button,
We
guys.
have
Come
70 people watch it, man, and we're not even on 50, so 50 likes, sorry.
You know what's crazy though? Right now, I am worried about Dominic Calvert-Lewin, which is great that we have Zuma. I'm hoping Aspie's in the lineup, right? Aspie and Christensen are in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm hoping that they keep a close eye on Richarlison, because right now Richarlison's been informed.
He's on good form.
And he's a fucking bastard, man. I hate that player, but
Yeah,
he's a bastard, and you know how cheeky he can get. And I'm hoping that with Aspie's experience, they can at least keep him down to like 0 shots on goal, like we've had with all our teams. To be honest, I'm worried about the set pieces, but I'm also worried about that fucking counter attack with Richarlison in form right now.
Are you? What do you guys think of Alonso? Are you pleased to see Alonso, or would you?
No,
I want
that's
to kind of hold the Alonso discussion till the end, but Alonso, man. If there was one thing that ruined this lineup for me, is Alonso, because I was like, you know that face with like Vince McMahon, right? He sees something and he's like on the chair, he's like,
yeah.
I almost reached that point, right? But then I saw Alonso and I went back down to earth.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I think he's just there for his height. I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's there for his height, and he's there for area abilities. And like even especially when you take a kickoff, for example, and Mendy boots the
Is he
ball.
that much taller than Chilwell though? Isn't Chilwell 6 foot as well?
But the thing is,
You want to look
Alonso
that up
hasn't
for
been
us,
bad.
Alex?
Alonso hasn't been bad like under Chico, and neither has Chilwell. But it's just, I see what you mean, but it's just rotation. I think Chilwell had a run of games. Now it's like kind of Alonso's turn, but I can see why.
No. Chilwell is like 5'10", 10 and a half.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
this
I
guy's
think
6'2". Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow, he's tall.
Yeah.
But I think Alonso's there also because I think we are gonna. I think Chico knows that Everton are not gonna be. They're gonna sit back a bit more, right? So having Alonso in that position where he can kind of roam around also within the box, right? Where you would have what's his name?
Yeah, but the thing is, Alex, Alonso doesn't roam around; he walks around. Man. There's a huge difference between the two, man.
But he's an extra man. What I'm saying is he is an extra man in the box. But yeah, it's true, man. I don't know. I want to chill by myself. You know, I just want
Same.
But like,
Same.
I'm not like disappointed that he's playing because he has been playing well under Tuchel, and I can't underestimate. I don't have an agenda against Alonso. Like Alonso's bad, but he hasn't been bad against under Tuchel.
Yeah.
No.
I'm with Alex. Like I can't. I'm with both of you actually, because I was really happy with that lineup, and then it was like, it's like when you get like a nice clean sheet of paper, and then you get that little spot, that little stain that gets on that clean sheet of paper, and it ruins the whole paper. That's how I feel about Marcus Alonso on that lineup. But you know what? Knowing Tuchel, I just got to trust the guy. You just got to trust the guy. And I feel like if he's there for a reason. He hasn't really set a foot wrong. My only issue with him is that he doesn't do enough when it comes to being defensive. He really, if like Will wants to use that term moments player, Alonso is a definition of that moments player where he just happens to be in the box when the ball lands on him and he kicks it and shoots, and like that's literally what Alonso is best at. He is that moments player.
He's very one-dimensional, Alonso, isn't it? That's one of his biggest issue as a left back. He's not fast. I mean, he has crossing, but it's not the best.
Yeah, he's really in there for his extra shot, and he has a good shot. Don't get me wrong. This guy should have been a striker. I don't know who put him at left wing back, but
that's why I said, man. I don't know whoever in the youth teams put him as a winger. I think they were playing a joke, man. It's probably an April Fool's game. There's no way that guy to actually make it as a fullback in any other team due to his face.
Yeah, seriously, it's so strange. But I mean, look, if Tuchel thinks it's gonna work and it ends up working, then I'll sit here and gladly eat my words.
Yeah.
All right, I made the thumbnail. We're good.
I'm gonna share the link because I'm too bored of us speaking to ourselves. So when I hear your opinion.
Thanks.
Did you make the thumbnail?
Yeah, I just finished it up. Lineup.
Send it to me by Insta.
You got. Do you think? I think Jorginho is actually a good fit for this game. I think.
Yeah, he is.
I'm happy,
if they don't, if they don't press us, because I still don't believe the whole Jorginho is good on the press kind of thing. Like we've seen Jorginho kind of crumble when the press is like really intense. If they don't try to do some pressing bullshit on us, I think it's a great selection considering that they tend to sit back and do the counterattack, and Jorginho's perfect in those kind of games.
Yeah, I guess, but look, man.
But yeah, if the case is that they don't decide to sit back and they decide to press us, then I would like to see Tuchel make the changes he needs to make.
Yeah. Same. Chris.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm
Chris,
doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Marshall, by the way, I tweeted out the thing you said yesterday about Lampard. People didn't like it.
Of course you wouldn't like it. You know what's crazy, Chris? Chris, you know what's crazy? Once we went offline,
the excuse for Lampard, that's crazy.
Yeah. Once we went off air, people started to actually agree with me, and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Did they really?
Crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna say who it is. If they want to admit who they are, then they'll step up. But I had two people that actually like, you know what? You have a good point. Actually, I see where you're coming from. I'm like, thank you. Where the fuck were you during the show?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that anyway.
I proof or it didn't happen, Marshall, because I don't believe anybody agreeing with that, man.
I had like Kai. I had like four different people did not agree with me when I said that.
They said
the results got the sack.
That's insanity, man. That's like the first time they invented physics, and the guy who invented it was just trying to sell it to people. That's basically what Marshall did, man. People think he's insane. Cash money. How are you feeling, bro? Hello?
Wait, Cashman, are you having that mic issue again?
Oh, it's
Oh yeah, I was gonna say about the game.
Yeah,
Kai Havertz is gonna assist Timo Werner today. Watch it. Is he playing false nine?
Oh yeah.
No, he's gonna play behind Werner, I think.
Okay.
Ooh,
actually, you know what it is? You know what? He might. I have to wait till that lineup actually comes out on TV, because a lot of times OneFootball gets it wrong. They just get the main formation, and then once the actual formation comes up, they fix it.
Yeah. I'm
so it might actually be a false nine, Kai Havertz, which would be crazy. I would love that.
I wouldn't mind either way because he's pretty good with his hold up as well.
I think they're just I think they're gonna switch. I think it's gonna be a flexible front three where you might see Hudson-Odoi also kind of.
I would love that.
To see Hudson-Odoi play today because he's actually playing in the attack position this time. He's not playing right wing back.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Same. I'm in love with this lineup in general. I just really like this lineup. Let me pin that
Yeah.
link.
Except
I
for,
think- yeah.
Alonso, but that's
I
Marcos
think we'll win
Alonso.
3-1 today.
3-1. You think we're going to concede?
Yeah.
How do you think
Yeah, I
we're going
think
to
we
concede,
might.
though?
Zuma mess up.
Yeah.
Even though
Don't.
I
Come
love
on,
Zuma.
man.
No, I don't want it to happen, but I don't know. Like, I feel like we might concede just because Everton can score. But I think we'll get 3 goals because they'll be attacking at Everton as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So
I think
I think that'd be my score.
yeah. If you get the first goal, I think we win the game. I think if we score first, we win the game 100%.
You have to open up
Wait a
first, man.
minute. I just realized something. Is Thiago
Bro.
Silva even on the bench?
Let me have a
Yes.
look.
I saw him
He
coming
is?
up. Like,
Yes. Yes.
Wait.
I
Okay,
haven't
good.
looked at, like the bench.
He's on the bench because
Look
maybe
at
he
our
comes
bench. Our
in.
bench is
Oh yeah, he
scary,
is. Yeah,
man.
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Just-
maybe
just have
Thiago
that.
Silva comes in and plays today.
You
Yeah.
reckon?
I would love that.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
overdue, you know? I mean,
He just came
he's
back
been.
from injury though.
Yeah, he just came back, but I think
Does any of you think he should have taken out? He shouldn't. He should have taken out what's his name, Christensen, rather than Rudiger, due to his leadership, because that team is very young right now. Like that. Other than what's his name?
That's true.
Other than Aspie.
Aspie.
That's true.
Yeah, and Rudiger's good in the air as well. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, I agree.
it's so hard because
Christensen's
Christensen's
been playing really
been
well
so
lately.
good, though. Yeah.
So is Rudiger. Good in the air as well. So
But guys, let's not
Oh.
forget Zuma. At the start of the season, he was
It's so hard.
big echo.
Cheshire, bro.
Someone's echoing.
Yeah, you have an echo, bro. Pause your YouTube whenever you're on SteamYard because they're both gonna play the.
Yeah, sorry,
Ma-
man. I just did
No
not.
worries, bro.
I forgot to do that. It's better now.
Yeah, it's
you're
better.
good, Yeah,
Talk to
we're
me,
good
man.
now.
Talk to me.
Sab, how are you?
How you feeling about the lineup, man?
I feel good, yeah, except Alonso, yeah, but then everything else is fine. I just wanted to quickly ask you guys if Harvard starts picking up form, right? And we know we creatively were missing that final pass in the final third
Mhm.
anyway with the strikers.
Yeah.
Would you trade him for Mount going forward if he picks up a good bit of form right now?
Depends how
Especially
well he plays. Depends how well he plays. You could even play with Mount because he actually have pace, unlike
Yeah.
Mount. So they
Yeah.
can complement each other, you know.
Who would you
It's
sacrifice
not
him for?
the guy next to him, man. If Werner is gonna play up front, then Mount and Havertz make a lot more sense, or vice versa with Havertz and Werner. You know, it could make a lot of sense to me. I can see it like as a really deadly front three. Even if you switch Mount for Adoy and vice versa, it's gonna be as good. What do you guys think, Marshall, Alex, Chris?
Yeah, I think it's like I think the important thing for Tuchel is to have the right balance. You know, he needs to have the balance of the team. He has to have. Obviously we're playing the formation, we have the wingers, so who are attacking wingers. So we have to have those front three who can do both jobs. You can kind of also drop back to also defend. So it's all about balance and having a good balance from the defense to midfield to attack, and I
Exactly.
think that's the most important thing.
Exactly. Who else do I have here? Eric
Yeah,
Blue, bro.
I agree what Alex just said. Bang on.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
We don't have a lot of time, so Eric Blue, come on, man. Tell me what you think,
Yeah.
because we have to
Yeah.
get off the air soon. Because
Quickly,
again,
Gotta watch this
Yeah.
game.
Before we start the game,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I like the lineup; it's good. I've been looking
Yeah.
forward to Kai and Havertz playing off each other. You know, it should be
Isn't Kai
interesting.
good, man?
Timo and Havertz. Imagine if we had two guys.
German, man. What else do you
Oh
need?
my god,
Kai
that'd
and
be
Timo,
amazing.
sorry, Kai and Timo. not
I would
Kai
turn
and
into
Havertz.
Johnny if we had two guys, man.
Ah,
For Havertz, oh my god, for Havertz any day.
I just woke up, so I'm not. My mind's a bit hazy right now. Yeah,
I feel
but,
you, man.
I'm looking forward to the game. Yeah.
yeah,
Should be good.
as all of us,
I'm
as all
saying-
of us. Who?
I'm going to say 2-0. 2-0.
2-0. All right.
I'm feeling
All
that
right.
2-0 a lot. I'm 2-0 Timo. I'm worried, but at the same time, I'm not. 2-0 Timo Brace.
Let's not be
Yeah,
worried.
Yeah.
With Chelsea.
Anyway, We gotta rotate the room. So Eric, Blue, and Shishire. Do you guys have anything else you want to say before I rotate the room a bit, because we have place for one more, man.
All I have to say is, well done, guys. Keep up the good work, and
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
See you after the match.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Love the stream.
Oh man,
Awesome.
we love
Thank you.
having you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Cheers.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to eventually see a lineup where we have Havertz and Mount in the same lineup, like a 4-2-2-2.
Yep. We'll see, man. I don't know about. I'm not as excited as you, Marshall. Obviously, as you know, but we'll see, man. I'm not gonna complain. How you feeling, my man?
Yo,
Good?
KH, stand up. I don't join hives because I feel like people who join hives are like irrational. But I might join the Kai
And a
Havertz
bit sad
hive.
as
You feel
well,
me?
but yeah, we let it go, man.
Huh?
And a bit sad as well, people who join hives, but we swipe it below the carpet, man.
Nah, but I'm finally happy that Havertz is getting his chance. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't want
yeah,
it to
for
be
sure.
like he performs like subpar and people are like, oh my god, Mount should have been starting, because you already
Yeah.
know it could go
Yeah.
either way with this. It's either Havertz does really well and the team does really well, and people be like, yeah, you see, I told you so. And then Mount, if we don't do well and Mount is not in this team, do you
They
know
start making it like
state-
because Mount is not there. We didn't.
do you know
win.
the state of
crazy.
the Mount
I
high?
know football fans, man. I know football fans.
Yeah, so I'm kind of scared for Everton still, because they've done well away at big
Yep.
stadium, like big teams this season. They're not like last season. They got their season under Carlo Ancelotti. They've nicked results at Liverpool, even the state that they're in. They got a 3-3 draw at Man United. I haven't seen them really at Tottenham. I don't think they played Man City away, but Man City beat them at their house. But they've done well, you know what I mean? It's going to be a solid team and a good test. So hopefully,
We'll see.
It's an important game, because if they win, they jump us with a game in hand. We need to keep that.
Yeah, if we beat them, I don't think even if they win the game in hand, they're gonna be behind us. So we need to win that.
Another 6-pointer right here.
Look at our
Yeah,
bench.
it is.
Our bench is ridiculous though. Like
Oh
our bench
my
is
God.
ridiculous.
If we have
Compared to Liverpool, I would fucking Milner off the fucking bench. Jesus
just,
fucking Christ, isn't it?
Our bench is too scary.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, one thing I'm gonna say, like a forewarning too for Chelsea fans watching. I think everyone should pay close attention to Havertz today, because one thing that that is a problem with this Chelsea team that we've had with Havertz is not so much that Havertz has been underperforming, but that we don't link up well with Havertz. There are multiple games where you see Havertz make deadly runs and no one finds him.
That's the story of our team.
Yeah, exactly. And I think maybe Jorginho will counteract that today. Maybe Jorginho will find him more, which I hope is the case. But pay close attention to that, because at the end of this game, if Havertz doesn't do much, I want to see how many runs that he did do and we didn't find him. And if people come out and say, "Oh, Havertz was garbage," like, no, Havertz was great. We just didn't find him. Like, I want to have that discussion after this game.
I got a question.
People. 1 minute till the game starts. I'm sorry, people. I really want to watch the game, and I want to get a drink before the game starts. People,
Oh, never mind.
thank you for honestly, like 70 people watching. Whenever we just decided like 2 minutes before the stream to start, it is amazing. Thank you guys for the support. Keep subscribing, sharing the channel. On the road to 1K, we are almost there, man. 56 people left, and we'll be on 1K, man, which is insane since the channel is not even
that's
2 months
awesome.
old, man.
Let's get it.
So thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate it. Enjoy the game, and come on, Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea.
Come
Let's
on,
go,